There is this disturbing news that just dropped like few minutes ago, and it has opened our eyes to the grand plan they have against Nnamdi Kanu. And this time, there is this revelation that is connected to death sentence that was originally planned for Nnamdi Kanu. Death sentence planned for Nnamdi Kanu. Let's look at this in details. Nigerian government originally planned to sentence Nnamdi Kanu to death. This is what Sowore is saying. That they have already planned everything about how they will eliminate Nnamdi Kanu. That is, Omotosho would have said that day, instead of saying life sentence, they would have said eliminate him or just execute him. Pay attention, because the game is still on. And every lover of Nnamdi Kanu, every lover of freedom, every lover of Biafra needs to pay critical attention. Omoyele Sowore, human rights activist and former presidential candidate, has alleged that the life sentence slammed on the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is part of a pre-written script. Pre-written script, a script that has been written ahead of time, executed by the Nigerian state, insisting that the trial lacked transparency and was politically motivated. So they have already written it that maybe the phase one will be this life sentence. Then the major thing is now this death penalty. Speaking during an interview on Perspective hosted by Ruth Oseme on Arise News, Sowore claimed he had foreknowledge of the judgment days before it was delivered, saying security agents acted violently to suppress public reaction. Sowore said that he already knew, he was already aware, he was already told, he already gathered information. You know, Sowore is the owner of Sahara Reporter, so he has his way of knowing things before they happen as a journalist. He already knew ahead of time that the grand agenda was to execute, pass death penalty, death sentence on Nnamdi Kanu. He said, everything that played out on the day of conviction was already known to us. This is what Sowore is saying. Please, you watching this video, come under the comment of this video and type, nothing must happen to Nnamdi Kanu. And we need everybody to type it many times. Nothing must happen to Nnamdi Kanu. Not even a hair of his head must be removed. Nothing must happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Sowore revealed everything that plays out on the day of his conviction, that is Omotosho, was already known to us. On November 5th, before the judgment, I posted publicly that the plan was to sentence him to death. Yes, Sowore already said it. We organized protests. His lawyers were attacked. We were tear gassed, arrested and detained for 4 days. There was a deliberate script that Tinubu's government already planned it. Everything Omotosho did that day was already planned months and days, weeks ahead of time. It was just for Omotosho to come to the court and read out what has been written for him. He said the government backtracked from an initial plan to impose the death penalty because it foresaw major backlash, opting instead for life imprisonment. Sowore argued that despite the sentence, the message Kanu represented had not been defeated. He is saying that if not that people started talking, that protest that Sowore organized, a lawyer Jimako, this guy, Marcel Rothbard, Nnamdi Kanu's brother, and all the rest, and the multitude of people that came out to shut down Abuja for that protest. If not for that protest, and for some other things, people that were talking like here in Noble Media, what we were doing online, the initial plan was just to, what Omotosho would have read that day is death sentence on Nnamdi Kanu. Death sentence. Right? Now, he constructed Kanu's conviction with what he described as the state's leniency towards terror leaders responsible for mass killing. I need you to do Nnamdi Kanu a favor and do the movement a favor. Come under the comment of this video and type, Biafra will never die. Biafra will never die. Biafra must never die. And I want you to come under the comment and also encourage other freedom fighters, other people that believe in what you believe. Encourage them. Let nobody lose faith. Let nobody lose hope. He contrasted Kanu's conviction with what he described as the state's leniency towards terror leaders responsible for mass killings. Actual terrorists have enjoyed preferential treatment. Some move around in convoys with vehicles seized from Nigerian army. Terrorists move around in convoy with vehicles that were collected from Nigerian army. One even wore a police commissioner's uniform to town. A terrorist, a Boko Haram terrorist, they captured a police commissioner, killed him, and he wore the commissioner's uniform and came for a meeting with the government. And they did not catch him. They hold press conferences with heavy weapons. So they noted that the primary items tendered as evidence against Nnamdi Kanu included a microphone, radio transmitter, and clothes found in a hotel room. Items he said could not justify a life sentence. The only evidence in this whole trial that lasted for years that Nigeria government could produce against Nnamdi Kanu were just three things. One, his microphone. Two, his radio transmitter. And three, his clothes. Only three things. They did not find any ammunition. They did not find any other thing to incriminate him. Yet, they sentenced him. Items he said could not justify a life sentence, especially for someone kept incommunicado in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. We must move on. How is someone in detention, Nnamdi Kanu, how is someone in detention with no access to the world, outside world, accused of ordering killings? How does he get life imprisonment? Why a Boko Haram commander who has slaughtered people gets 20 years? He asks, describing the entire system as animal farm judgment. So they also accuse Southeast politicians, Southeast elites, as abandoning Nnamdi Kanu for selfish reasons, claiming they fear his popularity and influence over ordinary people. The Petambas, the Soludos, the Alexoti has actually taken the bull by the horn. In this channel, go over to our channel, like this video, go over to our channel, you will see the video. We gave you everything that Alexoti discussed with Nnamdi Kanu. Just go to our channel and find that video. And Alexoti has gone there, but other Southeast governors, where are they? Odenkalo, where are they? Where are the senators? Where are the House of Reps? Where are the representatives of the people, the prominent Igbo's, the prominent businessmen? What have they done? So they accuse Southeast political allies of abandoning Nnamdi Kanu for selfish reasons, claiming they fear his popularity and influence over ordinary people. Please, somebody come under the comment of this video and type, "Nothing must happen to Nnamdi Kanu." And I want you to also drop a short prayer for him. 1 sentence, 2 sentences, very important. Drop a prayer for Nnamdi Kanu. I called almost all of them. This is Showore talking. I called almost all of them, governors, senators, house members, during the Free Nnamdi Kanu protest. Not one of them responded. They were afraid of his political influence. So these our Southeast leaders are selfish. They don't want to speak for Nnamdi Kanu because they want appointment, they want 2027 and others. I don't know what you will say about them. Tell us in the comment section. According to him, many of the region's political actors preferred a political solution because it allows them to distance themselves publicly while later positioning themselves as brokers who can negotiate conditional release. They did not want to come out so that when Nnamdi Kanu is released, all of them will now come out and start shouting that they are the one that negotiated his release. They wanted him jailed first so they could beg for his release and brand him an ex-convict. They wanted that badly. Yes, they wanted Nnamdi Kanu to be jailed, convicted, just like what has happened now, so that they can brand him an ex-convict. That is what they wanted. Sowore argued that the state's insistence on keeping Nnamdi Kanu in detention is tied to his refusal to renounce self-determination. Sowore is saying that they have begged Nnamdi Kanu and say, stop this thing. They have offered him things, offered him money, offered him promises, offered him sweet things. I mean, things that could sway an ordinary person. But Nnamdi Kanu refused. He maintained his right to self-determination. The activist reiterated his long-held view that Nigeria harbors a structural bias against Ndi Igbo, rooted in the aftermath of the Civil War. Anyone who says Igbos aren't treated differently is dishonest, he said, adding that the federal government handling of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case is another example of that entrenched inequality. Have you typed it? Type in the comment section and say, Biafra will never die, no matter what. No, whether they like it or not, Biafra will never die. Addressing speculations about a shadowy cabal controlling Nigeria's security apparatus, Sowore dismissed the narrative as an excuse used by underperforming leaders. The presidency in Nigeria is extremely powerful, arguably more powerful than the United States presidency. The number one cabal is the president himself and the people he appoints. So Tinubu should not be given an excuse that it's because of one cabal or the other that Nigeria is crumbling under his watch. He is powerful enough to do something, but he is too weak and wicked. That may be why Nigeria is the same way it is. If a president claims someone is tying his hand, he should resign immediately. Absolutely. The office is powerful. The people occupying it are often not competent. He added, saying many leaders lack the character, capacity, and even physical and mental strength required to govern. This is the revelation that the ultimate goal is to kill, death sentence. That was what they wanted Omotosho to read out. But because people started speaking, they now put that one in agenda. But our eyes must be where Nnamdi Kanu is. Please keep praying for him. You already know the direction the enemies of Biafra, the enemies of Nnamdi Kanu, the direction they are going. Pray for him and go to our channel. There are many things coming up now. That Sowore has made this. We have been dropping the videos for you. Go to our channel. You will see all of them and watch them now. Remember to type Biafra must never die. Also type free Nnamdi Kanu now. Look at this video on the screen. Click on it and watch now. Despite the fact that Nnamdi Kanu is in Sokoto prison, his lawyers and himself are still fighting the battle. In fact, at this moment, Nigerian Medical Association, NMA, are in a big trouble because of Nnamdi Kanu. This news dropped like a few minutes ago, and here in Noble Media, we are bringing it for you that Nnamdi Kanu is on it again with Nigerian Medical Association because of the role they played in Nnamdi Kanu's problem. Nigerian Medical Association played a significant role in ensuring that Nnamdi Kanu is in detention now in Sokoto, and Nnamdi Kanu has dragged them to court. Medical report, Nigerian Medical Association begins defense in Nnamdi Kanu's 50 billion naira lawsuit. Nnamdi Kanu dragged them to court and is demanding for 50 billion naira. Let's look at this. It's very, very important. The Nigerian Medical Association has begun drafting its defense in the 50 billion naira lawsuit filed against it by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will now find out why did Nnamdi Kanu take these doctors, Nigerian Medical Association, why did Nnamdi Kanu pursue them, drag them to court? What did they do to Nnamdi Kanu? The Nigerian Medical Association president, Professor Bala Audu, told Sunday Punch that the association's legal team was already working on the formal response. Our response is with our lawyer, he said. Kanu, currently serving life sentence for terrorism-related conviction, had earlier raised concern during his trial. These are the issues that Nnamdi Kanu presented before Omotosho that Omotosho ignored. Omotosho ignored this thing and was in a hurry to sentence Nnamdi Kanu. Now that Nnamdi Kanu has been sentenced, everybody can hope now that Omotosho will be happy. Kanu, currently serving life sentence for terrorism-related conviction, had earlier raised concerns during his trial before Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court, Abuja, alleging that his health had deteriorated while in custody of the Department of State Services. Nnamdi Kanu told Omotosho that he is very sick, that since DSS, Department of State Services, captured him, that they have not taken care of him, and that he is now very, very sick. Please, you watching this video, please come under the comment of this video and type, nothing must happen to Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing must happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody, type it, nothing must happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Victory at last. He cited medical reports indicating liver and pancreatic complications, a lump under his armpit, and severely low potassium level. These are the issues Kanu has. Kanu maintained that the care available at the DSS facility was inadequate and asked the court to permit him access to the National Hospital. Can you imagine? Nnamdi Kanu simply requested, please take me to National Hospital in Abuja. He's not even saying take me abroad. Take me to a hospital in Abuja. And what did Omotosho say? Omotosho said no. Omotosho refused. That is why many people believe that Omotosho was paid off. In fact, the IPOB has openly given an allegation that Omotosho was promised promotion if he sentenced Nnamdi Kanu. Omotosho was promised a huge bribe if he sentenced Nnamdi Kanu. And he has done it. That is the Nigerian system. Kanu maintained that the care available at the DSS facility was inadequate and asked the court to permit him access to the National Hospital. Please, somebody come under the comment of this video and type, Biafra will never die. Biafra will never die. And also type, nothing must happen to Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing must happen to Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing must happen to Nnamdi Kanu. Type it, comment it in the comment section. However, the prosecution countered his claims, insisting that his condition was not as severe as alleged and could be effectively managed by DSS medical personnel. Nnamdi Kanu was saying that DSS are not taking care of him, and Nigerian prosecution was saying that DSS could take care of him. And Omotosho believed them instead of believing in Nnamdi Kanu. The man that is sick is saying that he is not well. Another person that is not sick is the one telling Omotosho what to do, and Omotosho accepted that one and ignored Nnamdi Kanu. Following the dispute, Justice Omotosho ordered the Nigerian Medical Association to constitute an independent panel to assess Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's true medical status. You know, most of the time when they want to lie or when they don't want to do anything, they will set committee, they will set panel, they will set association, they will set a review committee to probe a committee, and time will be going. Things that should be handled straight, they will say committee upon committee. Following the dispute, Omotosho ordered the Nigerian Medical Association to constitute an independent panel to assess Kanu's true medical report. The panel's report, which was read in the open court, downplayed the severity of his condition and declared him fit to stand trial. I hope you are seeing why Nnamdi Kanu is very, very angry with Nigerian Medical Association and why he took them to court. Dissatisfied, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, through his former lawyer turned consultant, Maswell Okpara, filed a 50 billion naira suit against Nigerian Medical Association, its president, Professor Audu, and members of the medical panel. And there's a reason for that. Please, Nnamdi Kanu is very sick. I need you to please, today, right now, come under the comment of this video and drop a prayer for Nnamdi Kanu, praying for his freedom and for his healing. Kanu is sick. Kanu is very sick. The bishop that went to see him, also see him in Sokoto prison, said that Nnamdi Kanu complained of his heart. He's having heart issue plus other complications. Please drop a prayer in the comment section asking God for healing and for his freedom. The listed panel members included Benjamin Ebon, Amen Abraham, Ajibare Adeola, Temikpote Forambi, Sunday Samson Owalede, Mastoha Said Salihu, Yarema Saiman Yusuf, Wosi Ekoma, and Benjamin Oluwatosin Oluwojebutu. Again, Benjamin Ebon, Amen Abraham, Ajibale Adola, Temitope Falombi, Sunday Samson Awolode, Motoha Said Salihu, Yerima Sela Suleiman Yusuf, Wosu Ekoma, and Benjamin Oluwatosin Oluwajebutu. According to the suit, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alleges that neither the Nigerian Medical Association president nor any panel, pay attention, nor any panel consulted by the association ever visited, interviewed, or medically examined him as ordered by the court. Court said, visit Nnamdi Kanu, examine him, and they refused. He claimed the association forged, prepared, and submitted a false medical report dated September 23, 2025. The question is, there are some professions that should not be played with, like somebody's health. Why will it be joked with? Why are they forging Nnamdi Kanu's medical report? There are certain things that is sacrosanct that even if other associations are playing around, Nigerian Medical Association should be without reproach. But when it gets to Nnamdi Kanu's case, they decide to do a different thing. Nnamdi Kanu accused the defendant of professional misconduct, perjury, and deliberate misrepresentation aimed at misleading the court. The suit argued that the alleged false report influenced the court's decision, resulting in Kanu's continued detention, denial of adequate medical care, and further deterioration of his health and dignity. So, are they saying that they want Nnamdi Kanu to die? Why are they forging his medical report? Why couldn't they do what the court said? Test him. Why did they refuse to do that? Kanu in the suit prayed the court for several reliefs, including a declaration that the defendants violated his right to fair hearing and dignity of the human person under Section 34 and Section 36 of the 1999 Constitution, and order compelling the defendant to publicly withdraw and retract the disputed medical report, an injunction restraining them from issuing or relying on any false or unverified medical report concerning him, and order directing the Nigerian Medical Association to conduct a fresh independent medical examination by specialists unconnected to the defendant. 50 billion naira is general damage for alleged harm to his health, reputation, and emotional well-being, as well as 500 million naira in exemplary damages for what he calls malicious fabrication and abuse of professional authority. The case is expected to progress once the Nigerian Medical Association formally files its response before the court, which the president stated will commence very soon. The question is, most of the time, even when the case gets to court, will the court do the right thing? Will they be on the side of truth and justice, or will they continue to do whatever they have been paid or allegedly paid or bribed to do? Like this video, share this video, and subscribe. Go over to our channel. You will see some other videos like this one. Germany steps into Nnamdi Kanu's case. It's in our channel. Nnamdi Kanu is handicapped in Sokoto prison, says lawyer. It's in our channel. We've done that video. A court throws away Nnamdi Kanu's appeal. It's in our channel. Appeal court strikes out Nnamdi Kanu's court case. Just go over to our channel. You will see some of those things right